Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be discussing a topic which has been quite highly requested actually. I've done videos in the past talking about how to be confident more generally, and a few other sort of self-love, self-development videos. You know, that's one of the topics I love to speak about. And I asked you guys over on Instagram not too long ago what topics you feel like you need to hear about, and this was one which came up quite a bit, and I was like, do you know what, this is so true, because this is a topic which I feel so many people struggle with. If you take everyone that sort of wears makeup regularly, people would be lying if they would say that this is something that they have never struggled with in their life. It's normal, it's common, and I think that it's time that we address it, we talk about it, we embrace it. So I've come up with a few things which you can sort of start to implement. Some of them are physical things you can do, other things are more mental things that you can do, just to try and gradually get you on that journey to be confident in your own skin and without sort of needing to rely on makeup, because makeup is great, but it's not something that we should rely on to feel good and feel beautiful in ourselves. So that's why I'm coming at you today with no makeup. That's not the vibe we're on today. Today we're on embracing our natural beauty, our natural skin, our real skin, our imperfections, our scars, our pigmentation, our everything. So that is why I'm coming at you today looking a little bit different. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get into the list of points that I've made about how to be confident without makeup. Okay, now, makeup is great. Makeup is such an incredible thing that we can play around with and use, and it's fun, and it's great. It's got so many advantages, but I feel like what you kind of come across with that is also a tendency to rely on it, and I feel like that's when this can get a little bit sticky, because as much as we can say that we enjoy wearing makeup and it's great, there is a part of everyone that tends to rely on makeup to a certain extent, and that is the thing that we need to try and switch up. So you want to make sure that you're wearing makeup for the right reasons. Try and think of it as a form of expression rather than something to conceal or to hide something that you really dislike about yourself. I know that it's so difficult because we are now in a culture where contouring is normal, and you know, imperfections and scars and pigmentation and darkness and acne and all of this is no longer normalized. And it's crazy because that's literally, that is skin, that is completely normal. But because we now have the tools to be able to conceal and hide those things, it's as if seeing the raw form of skin is just something which people are not used to seeing and is now looked down on, and that is what we need to completely nip in the bud. We need to change that, because that is such a bad way going forward for us to all as a society think about makeup and about skin and about image. And again, this is something to do with society. Let me not go off, you know I love to go on a rant about what society does wrong, but I'm going to try and stay on topic today. I think because now we are in a day and age where makeup is not only so accessible, but it's also like everyone really knows how to do it. It's no longer like people just put on like a little bit of blush, a little bit of mascara, a tiny bit of concealer, and they go out the door. It's like, it's normalised now that everyone does a full face of makeup for their average day, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, if you look at it as literally just being that. But what comes with it is also, okay, it's so accessible, everyone kind of knows how to do it, everyone kind of does it, so when it's not there and people see real skin, they almost they react to it. It's like, wow, why does your skin look like that? And it's normal, and people forget about that, and that is what contributes to people feeling less comfortable and less confident in their own skin, in their natural skin, in their normal imperfections, and that's what needs to be embraced. But makeup is partly to blame for the complete opposite of that, as to why people sort of hide away from it, why people fear it, why people are embarrassed and ashamed of it. So when it comes to makeup, I think all that matters is how you see yourself, right? We already know that. What matters is how you see yourself, not how other people see you. So when it comes to being confident in yourself without makeup, it's about your own mindset with your relationship to makeup. Try to think of it, it's literally just a mindset change. Try to think of it going forward as something that you use for fun and for expression, rather than, oh my gosh, I have to cover what is going on my face right now because, you know, to feel good, to feel beautiful, to feel confident, I need to do that. Try and step away from that correlation between makeup and that feeling within yourself. So the next one is to embrace your imperfections. So imperfection is so subjective, but when we're looking at something like this, it can be scarring, spots, acne, darkness, pigmentation, absolutely anything. It depends on your skin, what your skin type is like, what issues you have. With me, I get eczema flare-ups and they can be very visible. I get scarring, my spots haven't really been going. They've been leaving scars and things like that. And you need to sort of embrace them, and this is going to tie in with, if you guys remember my nose video, the why I'm not getting a nose job video. If you've not seen it, I will link it down below. That video, side note, got such a massive response, and I'm really thankful for that, so thank you. I'm so kind of sad that so many of you felt like you could relate to it, because it's a struggle, but it also highlighted that it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And similarly, the point that I made in that video of let that be your superpower, let that imperfection be your strength, still applies here. You need to change the narrative. You've got the same components, but just change the story. So instead of feeling like you need to hide those things that society makes you feel are things you should be ashamed of, or that you should look down on, or you should, you know, search to try and fix or conceal, flip the script, own it, wear it with confidence, walk out, embrace your dark circles, embrace those scars, embrace that pigmentation, walk around with a different attitude. Because if you wear anything with confidence, it is beautiful. All you need to do is wear it with confidence. Regardless of what your skin is going through and whatever skincare concerns or issues or imperfections you feel you have, which you normally run away from, don't run away from them. Go direct, go straight and attack them and embrace them and hold your head up high, and people will respect you for it. Exactly like what I said in my nose video. When you embrace the things about you which are, you know, deemed by society as imperfect, or things that should be fixed or changed or hidden, when you own it, you are beautiful. Because that confidence, that speaks volumes, and that's what it's all about. So in the same way with your skin, I know we all have skin insecurities, everyone does, but own it, wear it with confidence, and you will genuinely start to feel beautiful and feel more confident as you start to do that. The next one is to fall in love with looking after your skin and your body. You know, I feel like because it's so easy to hide things, sometimes we neglect the basic things to take care of our skin. I've been in, you know, places before with my skin when my skin has been really, really, really bad, and if it's been a very fast-paced period of my life where, you know, loads have been going on and I've not really had time to sit down and try new products, like skincare products and things, to try and fix my skin or go to the doctor, etc. I've just like hidden it. And I would never do that now. I don't do that now. When my skin is struggling, I do the complete opposite. I strip it bare and I don't, you know, cake loads of stuff on. I try to keep that balance. But the point is, because we always know that we can hide things, and everything in society now is about image, don't get me started on that. Because everything is about image, we feel like we can just so easily hide it that we almost don't revisit the root to try and address it and feel better in our actual skin, because we know we can just cover it with makeup. So tying in with that, try to fall in love with taking care of your skin and your body. You will feel better for it. Eat better, sleep better, drink water. You know, try and find products, skincare products, which really work with your skin. A lot of the time we bombard our skin with so many products which are just unnecessary. Less is often more. That is my motto when it comes to skincare. I have very sensitive skin. I have, you know, loads of medical issues with my skin as it is. So for me, it's even more so like, yeah, I really can't go overboard with skincare. But I feel like because we are in a society which promotes, you know, overly complicated skincare, sometimes we lose sight of the fact that skincare is supposed to look after our skin, and sometimes we do things for the image of it. But what I'm saying is, fall in love with the basics of looking after your body and looking after your skin. you might find that if you start to, you know, drink more water, you find more radiance in your skin, and the natural sort of impurities, the dullness from your skin sort of subsides. And that could be the thing that makes you feel so confident in your skin. Like, that could be what it takes to make you be like, do you know what, actually, my skin's pretty cute, you know, like, rah, do you know what, I think I can skip on the foundation today. And it's those little steps, it's those little changes in how you see yourself when you look in the mirror with no makeup, which is going to be monumental for finding that comfort and that confidence within yourself about just owning yourself without makeup. Okay, the next one is to integrate more no makeup days or natural makeup days into your daily life. So, I think because, as I said, everyone is now a makeup artist, everyone knows how to do a full face, like a lot of people, right? It's very common nowadays. Sometimes we can kind of run with that too much, and without realizing it, we do a full face of makeup every day whenever we are going out, like leaving the house, doing whatever. But if you slowly start to integrate more no makeup days into your week or your month or whatever, then, you know, it's kind of like a gradual process. You can gradually increase the number that you do so that you start to feel more confident. So then you're not relying on the makeup for when you go out, but it's a choice. It's not an obligation you feel in yourself. Wearing makeup is a choice. It's not something, it's not a safety net that you feel like you need to fall back on, that you're relying on. It's there if you want it, if you want to express yourself, if you want to play with that. But if not, it doesn't change the way you see yourself for that day. It doesn't change the way that you feel about yourself that day, or how confident you are in yourself that day, or how high you hold your head when you walk down the street that day. It doesn't make a difference. It's actually a choice that you genuinely feel that you have. If you're someone that, you know, can't do that feels like a big step, you know, going out to work or to meet your friends or something in no makeup, and you really don't have to, but just maybe now and then try to just reduce the amount of makeup you wear. Maybe wear a little bit less skin makeup if it's skin, which is your thing, you know, try to wear a little less. Do one less layer of foundation, maybe skip the foundation, just do concealer, or, you know, gradually. Take it as like a gradual process, but try and make it more of an active, conscious decision in your mind to integrate more natural vibes into your daily life and how you present yourself. So what kind of ties in with that is try to avoid wearing it for small kind of menial tasks. If you've got to, you know, I know that a lot of people don't necessarily feel the need to do this, but if you are someone that still struggles with this as a concept, try to avoid going to, you know, the supermarket or running errands or whatever, and feeling like you need to put makeup on. Try to do it completely barefaced, or, like I said, take it in stages, reduce the amount that you wear, etc., until you feel like you can do that without batting an eyelid, really without caring and without feeling different about yourself. So gradually just start with the small things and then build yourself up. Okay, the next one, I feel like this could be a whole topic of conversation in itself, but try to reduce or stop the amount that you use filters on, you know, apps like Instagram and Snapchat, etc. So filters are very controversial, and I completely agree with why they are. They can make you see yourself in such a negative light. They can make you compare yourself to a standard of beauty which does not exist in reality. Absolutely ridiculous. We are comparing ourselves to something which is entirely virtual. Something that people don't look like that. That's not real faces, that's not real skin, that's not real life. Yet we compare our real life to that virtual, imagined, created standard. And that is so unhealthy for us to constantly see that and compare that. That moment when you have a filter on and then you take it off, and that moment when you see yourself and you think, oh my gosh, because you're doing an immediate comparison, which is doing the complete opposite for what we need our minds to do when talking and thinking about how we feel about ourselves and the confidence that we have. So many people struggle with confidence, and yet we have things like filters which are increasingly coming to our attention and coming into regular use, and that fuels the problem. And I know that we are all guilty of it. I'm not sitting on my high horse here, yeah? I love a little filter every now and then. My videos, never enhanced. Nothing is ever done to my video stuff. My pictures on Instagram, again, I never really upload pictures where I've taken them with filters, I don't think. Like, I don't use like a Snapchat filter and then upload it for a conscious reason. There's a reason why I don't do that, because I want to keep it real. you know? And I think that a lot of people can become quite reliant on it. So it's just a reminder, just something out there to just remember, don't compare yourself to a filter, because that's not real life. It's literally technology. It's not real skin. It's not a real human. It's not real pores. It's not real. It's just not real. I think reducing the amount that you use filters and therefore rely on them and what they do for your face and your skin is going to gradually help you, again, with that mindset for seeing yourself as beautiful in your real skin. The next one I think is relatively general, but it's definitely applicable here, and it is don't compare yourself. So especially on socials. Instagram, I'm just going to say it right now, Instagram is deception 101, yeah? Deception 101. And when you are trying to feel more confident in your own skin, it is the worst place to go, because people will make you feel like that's their own skin, and it's not. It's not. You will see someone who has had, you know, procedures done, they have filters, they have Photoshop, they have Facetune, they have so many things available to them that they don't have to disclose. People can be so secretive with what they want to be secretive about. We all know that social media in general is deception, whether you're thinking in terms of a visual image or something deeper than that. People show what they want to show. I literally spoke about this in a recent video. I show what I want to show on my social media. You don't see everything about my life because I don't want you to see everything about my life. And in the same way, when it comes to people and how they look, people show you what they allow you to see. So you see yourself in your roughest moments, in your lowest moments, in, you know, when you're ill and when you just are not feeling yourself, when, you know, you see yourself from unflattering angles, you see yourself at moments when you've just woken up and where you're just not feeling yourself. Yet these people that you would be comparing yourself to on socials, you only see them in their prime. And even that, when they're in their prime, you can't even guarantee that that is them realistically. You don't know if that's actually been edited or warped or whatever has happened behind the scenes, you don't know. Yet you're comparing yourself, you see at this angle, in the morning, when you're ill, to someone like that, when you only see them at their peak. And that's just an example of, again, how the mentality of that can just affect how you see yourself in such a negative light. And when it comes to something like being confident in yourself, in your own skin with no makeup, oh my days, that is like the worst thing that you can do. When you go on Instagram and you see people like that, that doesn't help your self-esteem when you are trying to find comfort and confidence in what's real with you. That's the thing. This is the overall problem here. When you are working on your journey to be confident in yourself with no makeup, that is essentially being confident in the real, authentic, genuine, honest you. It's, you're stripping back the layers, you're stripping back anything that you have to change your true, authentic self. But you can't control the fact that when you step out of your house, when you pick up your phone, when you go on socials, when you see other people, they are not stripped back. If you're on a journey with yourself to find confidence in yourself with no makeup, etc., the rest of the world isn't doing that with you. So you will constantly be comparing yourself in your raw, authentic, real form to someone who might have had lots of procedures done, might be using Facetune, Photoshop, you know, positioning great angles, have loads of makeup on. They have used a lot of extra things, none of which is bad, but they are using extra things to change and alter their appearance, which is their choice. If you are then comparing yourself to someone who has used these things that are available to them to alter it, and you're comparing yourself when you are stripped back, raw and honest, think about what that's going to do for your confidence, for your mental health, when you compare yourself to someone who is doing something completely different. That's the key thing. It's completely different. You can't compare. It's not a fair comparison, and you are comparing yourself to something that is just not real. Next one is to make a list of the things that you love about yourself that are real, that are honest, that are genuine, that are unfiltered, that are without edits of any form. Like, for example, do you have naturally thick eyebrows? Are you blessed with thick eyebrows? I know a lot of my Asian people out there can say that they've been blessed with that gene. Like, that is something that you should be so confident in, you know, like you have sick brows. Make a list of the things that, you know, are unique to you, which you are confident in about your natural self. Regardless, like whatever it is, as long as it's something about your natural self, make a list. And again, like when you read that, and if you keep allowing yourself to read that and think that and acknowledge that and see that when you look in the mirror, it's going to start to embed itself. It's going to manifest itself into your mindset as to the way you see yourself. When you see yourself, you're not going to see the imperfections. You've been focusing with this list on the things that you love about yourself, which are natural, which are genuine, which are real. And that's what you're going to start to see when you look in the mirror, because that's what you've been focusing on, rather than focusing on all of the things that you need to change or the things that don't live up to society's standards. You're going to stop seeing them and you're going to see your strengths and your beauty instead. And finally, this is something that I find is very helpful. When you're doing a no makeup day, do other things to make yourself feel good and feel beautiful, which are in your control, which don't take away from your natural beauty. For example, like what I've done today to make myself feel good. I've done my hair, I've got my accessories, you know, I've always got the accessories. I put on a cute outfit, like I've done other things to make myself feel dressed, ready for the day. I think a lot of the time we can rely on makeup to feel awake and like we can take on the day, but it doesn't necessarily always have to be makeup. If that's something that has a negative relationship with you in terms of your confidence, then try to put that on something else. Put that stress on something else. You know, if you're wearing no makeup, it doesn't mean that you have to have bed hair and be in a hoodie, you know, and like sweats. You don't have to do that. You can literally be in like a ball gown if you want and have curled hair. You know, you can do whatever. You can have the biggest earrings known to man in, but you're not taking away anything from your authentic, real self, your real skin, your true beauty. You're doing other things to express yourself and feel cute and feel good. And that, I feel, can be really helpful when you're trying to see yourself in a different, more positive light when you look in the mirror without makeup. Do other things that make you feel good and make you feel beautiful. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. They are all the points that I came up with. I really hope that this has been helpful. If it has, please let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. If there are any other topics sort of similar to this that you want me to talk about, please just let me know. Drop me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is @devinagohill. It changed, by the way, it's not Beauty by Devi anymore. Or drop a comment down below. I love doing these videos and I know that a lot of you guys ask for them. So if there is a particular topic that you feel you want me to speak about, please just let me know and I will definitely get on that for you. But anyway, I really hope that this helped you guys. Send it, share it. Let's get this message out there for the people that need to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Stay safe, stay smiling, stay positive. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye guys.